Hello everybody, Phil here, and I'm just going to be making a video all about the new timeline fan pages. Facebook is changing all fan pages over to the new timeline look from March the 30th, which is only a couple of days away from the point of making this video. There's a few changes, some are good, some are bad, but some I feel from a marketing point of view and from people hosting the pages, they can be quite a good thing. Anyway, the main feature missing from the new timeline fan page is the fact that you no longer have this ability to create a landing page, i.e. a welcome page which visitors will land on when they first visit, which was the main one of the main attractions to the old style fan pages. Now all visitors will arrive on the timeline by default. So the best way to get a little bit of attention is by creating a nice cover image which goes really well. Now there's various products out there you can use for that. You can use Photoshop and stuff like that. You can grab images. I personally grab images and make them to good effect. So what I've done, I've already gone and just created the basics of a page. For the sake of this video, I'm just going to do a Laurel and Hardy fans page. I'm just going to show you how I would quickly throw together some images to create a nice looking cover image and put a little profile picture in there, and then I'll quickly run through some other features as well. I'll go through it as quickly as I can so the video is not too long, and then I'll do some follow-up videos as well to show you how to utilise other features. But those are wondering, oh my god, what are we going to do? These are the things you need to be looking out for at the start. Now I use quite a lot paint.net, mainly because it's free and it's got quite a few features on it. Okay, so once you arrive on your new timeline, if you've already got a page which is digressing over, you'll be able to go in and out of it. As you know, you can preview the new look. Or if you're creating a page from scratch, this is pretty much how it'll look when you start out. Now what you need to be doing, first of all, let's get a nice decent cover image up there. So as you come down to the bottom here, you'll see this, it's add a cover. Okay, now if you jump onto paint.net, that's what I'm going to be using for the sake of this example. Now the dimensions you're going to want is 850 pixels by 315. Okay, 850 by 315. That is the size of your timeline cover. Okay, now what I'm doing when I'm throwing a page together, the reason I like paint.net is just because it's just very easy, very simple to use. If you're not technically minded in this form of Photoshop and all the rest of it, this makes life very easy, and it can be just as effective by throwing some images together that you grab off Google or whatever. So like I said, for the sake of this example, I'm using Laurel and Hardy. So I've jumped onto Google Images, only typed in Laurel and Hardy, and what you can do as well, we'll start off with that one as the main one. Just pull it up. Good thing about it, you can just copy image, jump back onto Paint, and then throw the first one in, paste it in. Okay, now what I like about it is, the main thing is you can stretch the photo any which way you want, and it doesn't become blurred or out of focus or anything like that, as long as it's not a tiny picture. So if we were to put this one, say, in the middle to start off with, and I'll just get it somewhere in the centre. I'm just going to do this quite quickly, just to give you the general idea. I mean, obviously you can use all the features that are on paint.net or whichever editor you want, and then we'll just go for another one, add new layout, and we'll jump back onto images, we'll grab another one. Okay, copy the image and we'll paste that one in. Okay, we'll leave that one where it is, and we'll drop that about there and put it down slightly. I normally use this one as a guide as well, because you're going to have the little box here on your Facebook page where your profile picture will go. So it's always best to leave a little bit of a gap there. Okay, so we've got one there, one there. What we'll do is throw a couple over this side. Okay, I want to do one there. So I'm just doing this very quickly so I'll give you guys the general idea. If you don't know how to use Paint, it's very straightforward, and I'm sure there'll be plenty of video demos on it if you were to look it up on YouTube or something like that. Okay, we'll drop this one up a bit. We'll get a second one in underneath. We'll do this just quite quickly. Go for new layer there, and we'll grab one more. We'll skip. Doesn't really matter. This one to do. And place that one there as well. Maybe we have to drop this one right into the corner. Like so. Okay. Flatten the image down, and then we'll save that. Okay, and we're going to save that as, if I put my Laurel cover, we'll save it as a JPEG. Okay, and then drop that out, go back onto our Facebook page, and the cover. If you first put it up, it will tell you what to do. I'm just going to upload that now. Laurel cover. Let it load up. Okay, as you can see, it's in place, and save changes. And that's in place, and then we can just add the profile picture as well while we're here. And all I did earlier. Sorry about that. Is I saved a separate image earlier. Just a small picture. Just going to upload that into that space there. Okay, it hasn't appeared. Let's try refreshing it and see if it comes up. There we go. And that's done. Okay. Now, as you can see straight away, you've got a bit of impact because you utilise the full space of the timeline cover image. So, if you whichever company or product you had, you could use several images, or create an image yourself. What Facebook aren't allowing you to do is to put directions and points to likes and clicks, or incentive to likes. They're not allowing you to do that. If you look into their little notifications on their new page, it will tell you all that. But personally, I don't think you need it. I think a nice captivating cover image does you really well. Then the rest of it is fairly straightforward. There are some other features. You can put new milestones and timelines. Now, for those who really want, I would still want to try and get people to like the page. Now, there are features that you can use. If you come down here, you can create what's called milestones, and they can actually take up the entire image here, entire area here. And you got these little features here which enable you to pin a post to the top of your timeline. So what you could do, I threw something together quickly earlier, you could create something like this. Let me just show you how it looks. You can create something like that. I just threw this very quickly, just for the purposes of this video. Now click like button, then visit special offer tab, some arrows or whatever. I'm sure you get the general idea. Now you can create that by clicking on here, creating milestone. And if you use the same image size as before, which is 850 by 315, which is what I used for that one, it will then fill up all the way across here, and you could have arrows in or whatever pointing that way up. Now that is allowed because it's actually on your timeline. Personally, I don't think you need it, but if that's what you want, you could do it. Okay, so there are slightly, there are ways around it if that's particularly what you're after. Now, when you install fan page apps, i.e. your HTML apps, which used to be where the landing pages and welcome pages were made from, you can still create them exactly the same way. You can still add them in the same way by searching for the apps. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just look for some other videos and you'll see me doing that. If you look for my how to create a fan page on Facebook, you'll see me using the apps there and creating them there, so I'm not going to go into it now. And then you're able to drop them down from this box here. You'll have all your apps and stuff along here, and it gives you 2 or 3 featured ones. I think you'll add 2 featured ones here, and then you have your likes, etc. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to jump over to one of my other pages. It's going to give you a better demonstration. I thought I'll do that for this one, just throw this together so you can see how effective it can be. Now if I jump over to one of my other pages, I've got a last of the summer wine page here. You'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, this is one of my pages. Now as you can see, I created the cover image in the same way. I haven't needed any arrows or things pointing up. I've created the cover image in the same way as I just showed you, but the tabs I was talking about are here. Okay, I've got a mixture of UK fans and USA fans there, so what I've done, I've created tabs for either, and there's products and stuff on there that they can have a look through, all last of the summer wine orientated. Now what I can do, I can scroll down this page and you'll see some of the milestones I was talking about. So a lot of people moan about the new timeline look, but for a page that you're putting together for your fans, I didn't used to like it, but I've come around to the idea because it's a lot more laid out, pictures are a lot bigger and stuff like that. They come up quite well, and so you put a normal image on here and the size of it is really, really good. Now if I keep going down, you'll see a couple of the milestones I was talking about. Let's just scroll down until we find one. There we go. This was the big milestone when we hit 3,000 fans, and you make a milestone and you can put it across the page, and you highlight it by clicking these arrows here. The star makes it basically a double size, fill up the whole page. If you click that again, it will go to the normal small size. Again, same dimensions, using the 850 by 315. I created this. You can create the milestone. But another good little feature of these milestones is you can make things that you can direct people to a link, okay, on the milestone. And how you do that is when you design the milestone. I'll show you one I made. Go down a bit further, you'll see a little bit more I'm talking about. There's another. There we go. Here's a milestone that was bigger initially. Last of the Summer Wine DVDs, and I created it as a milestone. But what you can do here is you got your description. Visit the link below to see a good selection of the series DVDs, and as you can see here, I'm able to put a clickable link in, which can be really useful. So I mean, if you can make this just the size that I've made it here, or you can make it, as I showed you earlier, with a big size which fills up the whole page by highlighting it here, and then you could create this bit here. This is exactly the same again, the 850 by 315. So you create that in the same way as you would anything else, with your cover image, with in Milestone Images I use the same picture all the time, same size, 850 by 315, and then when it's small obviously it's like that, and when it's big it fills up the whole page. So you could then have a little description here and take them to a link, so that link could take you to, you know, a blog or a website or wherever you want it to take it to. So you could pin that to the top of the page and highlight it, and you can have it up there for a week or so before you take it down. They're the main features. What I'm going to do, I'm going to bring this video to an end now, and I'm going to do some follow-up videos of going into more details of how I use the fan page and how I make it more interesting for the fans, and how I build up the fans quickly, which is another big one, because we broke 3,000 fans. But this, if I show you again on the 3,000 one, it should say how long the page was going. 1 second. It didn't say it on that one, but it grew rapidly by way of growing the fans, and these are all targeted fans. There we go. I mean, we do one for the 2,500 plus fans. As you can see, just say a big well done and thank you to all the fans, as we've just passed the 2,500 fan mark. The page is only in its 13th day, and that is no exaggeration, that's no lie. It was 13 days old, we hit 2,500 fans, and I'm not talking about buying fans from Fiverr or getting someone or wherever, these places where you buy fans. These are all targeted fans. When I put a post up, when I put a comment up, and as you can see, we're getting comments on everything I put up. You put a picture up and look, 107 likes, 35 comments, you get comments and shares. It speaks for itself. These are targeted fans, so they're all genuine fans. They're not just people liking it for the sake of it, or people that have been bought. There's nothing worse, personally. I think you'll see a lot of these places telling you to buy fans and buy 500 fans. What's the point? You're not buying targeted fans. It's a total waste of money. It's just numbers. That's all it is, and they won't do anything for your page. So I will put some more videos up on showing you how to market your page and how to get targeted audience, targeted fans. It makes a huge difference. Okay, I hope that helps you out with the basics of a timeline page. I've gone through it as quickly as I can. I'm going to put some more follow-up videos on to show you more of what I've been talking about and more features that you can add to it. Okay, so thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave any comments below and I'll answer them as soon as I can, and I'll get back to you soon. Okay, thank you very much.